My 22F boyfriend, 22M, wants to retire way too early. I'm 22F, and my boyfriend is 22M. We are in a serious relationship since 1 year. Recently, we were discussing about our future together and our finances in the future. That's when he said that he's going to save money and retire at 35 and use that saved money to travel the world. I asked him how's he going to manage expenses of kids, etc. He said that his wife, me, will take care of that. My argument was that we both are going to become first-gen doctors and money comes way later in life and 35 is just too early for retirement. He has no generational wealth, and I kind of have some amount of generational wealth. I disagree with his plans for future. What to do now? Oh, so you'll be home managing the kids, household expenses, etc., and he'll be traveling the world. If he truly believes in this plan, other than being really naive, because student loans will kick his ass hard, he's not your guy. He has you taking care of everything while he's off enjoying himself. You might want to talk about gender roles and expectations. He said that his wife, me, will take care of that. Yikes. I remember being 22 and thinking I had it all figured out. When the real world hits him, he'll realize eventually how unrealistic this plan is. If it were me, I'd laugh it off and move on. Good thing you found out about his plans now. He just told you his plan is to just leech off of you. Do you find him still attractive? Is the I don't want to build a life for myself guy appealing to you? If he turned 22 today, he'd need to be saving and investing $11,000 a month with no debt till he's 35 to provide for himself and kids feasibly. Is he doing that? This is where you break up with the boyfriend. Why would you waste several years of your life trying to convince him to do it your way? He does not want to raise children. Note that I did not say he doesn't want children. He doesn't want to be bothered with them. He wants to make a lot of money and then travel and do whatever the hell he wants with no responsibilities. That's where you break up, right then and there. Or you can come back in 4 or 5 years complaining that you're a stay-at-home mom who didn't get to finish your education because he thought it would be easier to have the kids first, and now he has left you for someone else and doesn't want to pay child support or bother with the kids. These guys are toxic. Walk away. How can I F28 break up with my partner M32 without being mean? I'm currently dating someone, and it has been a few months. I have no interest in being with them anymore. I want to break up with them, but not in a way that's too mean. Breaking up with someone is always a little bit mean. I can't think of any way to say the reasons why if they asked. Some of the reasons are below. All I've tried to address, but he still does them. 1. He said I love you way too early. Like after the second or third date, brah, you don't know me well enough to love me. 2. He's really dumb. I'm not the smartest person myself, but I'm often left in awe in some of the shit he says. 3. Terrible restaurant etiquette. Calling waiters garçon, shouting for them from across the restaurant, telling them X food gave them diarrhea before, talking while eating, etc. 3. He always trying to share food/drinks. I don't know why, but it makes me so uncomfortable, and I've said that multiple times every time we eat together. In or out, he still tries to share. 4. Uses their phone during pub quizzes. When I called him out on it, he said he isn't cheating the Google partly related things. 5. I joined him when he went out with his friends. He insisted I come. And he spent the entire time ignoring me and chatting to them, like he was physically blocking me from the conversation. I tried to join in but couldn't. 6. He turns up at my house unannounced. Like, dude, send a text first. 7. He keeps asking what I'm doing for Christmas. I'm working and I don't really celebrate Christmas due to personal reasons. I have said both multiple times. He's a nice guy really, but we're not compatible. And I know just saying we're not compatible won't be enough for him. I don't want to be mean, but if he insists on knowing why, how do I handle it? I can be unintentionally brutally honest. I don't see a future with you. Hope you will find someone that you can make happy, and the other way around. Wish you the best. Sometimes the best way to tell someone something is to be blunt. Just say something like this. Hey, insert name. We've been together for a few months now, and it's come to my attention that we really aren't that compatible in the scheme of things. I feel that it would be in our best interest if we go our separate ways and end this relationship. I know that this may come as a shock to you, but I've made my decision, and there's no way you can change my mind. Also, as a side note, meet in a public place or have someone with you, because sometimes people can be unpredictable, and he might flip out. You say he's nice, but the things you've listed say otherwise. A little brutal honesty might do him good, And if you aren't super interested in keeping him around as a friend, it may be best to be honest. The reasons you listed are all individually good enough reasons for wanting to break up with someone. It might be good to lead with the incompatibility, and if he asks for further explanation, list a few examples of his behaviors. If he is a good guy at heart, then he'll take it as things to work on about himself. If he reacts poorly, then congrats on dodging a bullet. You have a weird definition of nice guy. I'd say he's a nice guy with all the red flaggery that comes with. One more vote for text and block. You gotta do what's best for you. Tell him that your two aren't compatible, and you wish him well. Are you sure this man is not in a cookie romantic comedy about how to lose a woman in 10 days? I, 30M, struggle sharing a bed with my girlfriend, 24F. My girlfriend, 24/F, and I, 30/M, have been living together for almost 18 months. We moved in within weeks of us officially dating, and it has been great, and I feel like I truly found the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Our biggest issue is when it comes to sleep. She is a cuddler and I am not. I cannot sleep while being touched. I am also a super light sleeper. Movement, sounds, touch wake me up instantly. We compromise and cuddle some nights, but it is impossible for me to get to sleep. Also, once she falls asleep she is impossible to move and starfishes the whole bed, tosses, turns, hits me. I have communicated these issues and she says I'm being dramatic or laughs it off as a joke. The only relief I can sometimes have is by creating a pillow barrier between us. Usually if there is a barrier between us she won't kick me to the floor, but I still wake up because she will throw her arms and she talks in her sleep. I have actually received bloody noses in the middle of the night because of this. We have a king-size bed, and 75% of the nights she has forced her way almost on top of me, pushing me off the bed and using my pillow. I have mentioned getting separate beds, and she is not okay with it, and she genuinely gets upset when I refuse to cuddle her even after I have expressed all of this. What is my next step? You've got a legitimate health issue with the bloody noses and sleep deprivation, so this stopped being about preferences when it became a safety problem. Tell her straight up that separate beds aren't a rejection of her. They're the only way you can actually function as a partner instead of being an exhausted zombie. And if she keeps dismissing that, then she's prioritizing her feelings over your physical well-being. The fact she doesn't care that she's literally hit you so hard you got a nosebleed is a red flag the size of a football field. That's crazy. My spouse used to have incredibly disturbed sleep, and one time also clocked me with an elbow. He was incredibly apologetic and offered that night to sleep in separate beds. The fact she thinks this is funny is awful. Sleep deprivation is literal torture. I think it's time you have a real sit-down, come to Jesus talk about how badly this is affecting you, and if once again she laughs it off, then you know the kind of person you're dealing with. The fact that she thinks her wanting to cuddle you is more important than your ability to sleep is extremely concerning. What other areas in your relationship does she put her wants over your needs? You are not compatible. If she doesn't want to get separate bed, maybe this relationship might not work for you. 2 choices: separate beds or different partners. If you have an extra room, maybe have separate bedrooms. My friend and friend's parents do this. They lay with each other and cuddle, or whatever you'd like before bed, then go to their bedroom to sleep. There are nights when my friend stayed with her husband, but they communicated, and she said this is something I need in order to have a good night's sleep and be healthy. Her husband understands and is fine with it. Communication is key. If an extra bedroom is not available, or if she's against this, you need to really have a talk with your girlfriend about it. And if she is not taking it seriously, that is a huge communication breakdown, and that's going to lead to problems. 28M and 26F realized PRN made me have terrible bedroom expectations for my wife. I previously posted about the issues I'm having with my wife 26F and me 28M. She is having dryness from a new birth control she is on or from lack of foreplay. I took this as her not being attracted to me anymore because for the first 5 years of our relationship, she never needed that and could immediately jump right into it in bed. Also, the previous partners I had in college years before we got together never ever needed that. Or maybe college we were just too naive to know. Being the person I am, I always am willing to try to adjust to being a better partner. But I see in online videos that they barely have ever do that foreplay. So I just assumed she no longer saw me as attractive anymore. Thoughts of throwing in the towel passed my mind, but I'm way too mature to take them seriously over that. But it's all from PRN expectations they gave me. Obviously started watching as a teenager. It's dumb and stupid and none of that online stuff the average woman gets turned on by. How do I go about getting better at foreplay and being romantic? I don't even know where to start other than maybe oral or more kissing. But I feel like it's more than just physical, it's also emotional stimulation. So really advice on how to emotional stimulate my wife, regardless if it's the birth control causing the dryness or not. My current method is basically just whenever we start kissing naturally, just immediately getting into it if I feel like we are both kissing heavy, not just a light kiss type thing. Ask your wife smiling face with smiling eyes. Everyone is different and fantasizes about different things and enjoys different things. Opening up the conversation will show her you care about her experience and improve your guy's sex life. Honestly, read erotica, smut, etc. written by women. It'll give you some good insight on what women like. FR. I'm grateful not to be your wife. I'd say start in the morning and work on leading up to it all day. Foreplay for women is so much more than heavy kissing or oral etc. We want to feel wanted, loved, appreciated all day. Don't have us doing the laundry, dishes, making dinner, and then expecting us to be in the mood at the end of it all. It really takes an effort on both sides to make the emotional and physical arousal to the point where those actions are truly wanted and accepted. This could look like more hugging or physical touch throughout the day, helping to take part of the mental load of the day, or just planning ahead. Don't be scared of using external methods like lube too. This all may sound confusing, but hopefully you get the gist. All of this goes into helping LOL. Ask your wife what she likes. You've stated that the new birth control could be making her dry, and then in the other sentence say it's been frustrating because you think it's because she's not turned on. Women don't always have a lot of wetness, and it depends on what their body is up to. Hormones play a big part in how that area lubricates. Hormones control wetness. For instance, if you learned more about female bodies, you would understand that female discharge changes during each phase of the cycle, culminating in the most wet during ovulation. It doesn't mean she's not attracted to you. Her hormones could be different. Lubricant has been recommended for even younger women who don't have dryness issues because water-based lubricant can increase pleasure. It's not just a thing you use when you're not wet.